Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Physical TV, and today we'll be discussing on the history of Trans-Saharan African trade. The Trans-Saharan African trade has a rich and complex history that spans over 2,000 years. The earliest recorded trade route across the Sahara dates back to the 5th century when the Phoenicians and the Carthaginians established trade routes across the desert. Roman Empire. During the Roman Empire, the Trans-Saharan trade route expanded, with the Romans establishing trade relations with the kingdoms of West Africa. The Romans traded goods such as salt, textiles, and metal goods for West Africa. Goods like gold, ivory, and spices. Islamic Golden Age. However, it was during the Islamic Golden Age that the Trans-Saharan African trade reached its peak. Muslim traders and travelers played a significant role in establishing and maintaining the trade route, which connected with West Africa to the Mediterranean region. The trade route include the Trans-Saharan trade were extensive and complex, covering over 4,000 miles of desert terrain. The main trade routes include 1. The Western Route. This route connected the West Africa kingdoms of Ghana, Mali, and Shanghai to the Mediterranean region through modern-day Morocco and Algeria. 2. The Central Route. The Central Route connected the West African kingdoms to the Mediterranean region through modern-day Libya and Tunisia. 3. The Eastern Route. This route connected the West African kingdom to the Mediterranean region through modern-day Egypt. The goods traded during the Trans-Saharan trade involved the exchange of variety of goods, including 1. Gold. Gold was one of the most valuable commodities traded across the Sahara. West Africa was a significant producer of gold, which was highly prized in the Mediterranean region. 2. Salt. Salt was another highly valuable commodity traded across the Sahara. Salt was used to preserve food, particularly meat, and was essential for human survival. 3. Ivory. Ivory was a highly prized commodity traded across the Sahara. Elephant tusks were highly valued for their beauty and durability. 4. Textiles. Textiles such as cotton and wool were also traded across the Sahara. These textiles were highly valued for their quantity and also durability. 5. Spices. Spices such as pepper and cinnamon were also traded across the Sahara. These spices were highly valued for their flavor and preservative quality. Impacts of Trans-Saharan African trade. The Trans-Saharan African trade had a significant impact on the economic, social, and cultural development of Africa and beyond. Some of the key impacts include 1. Economic growth. The Trans-Saharan trade stimulated economic growth in West Africa as kingdoms and empires developed to control the trade route. 2. Cultural exchange. The Trans-Saharan trade facilitated cultural exchange between West Africa and the Mediterranean region. Islamic culture in particular had a significant impact on West Africa. 3. Urbanization. The Trans-Saharan trade led to the growth of cities such as Timbuktu and Kano, which became major centers of trade and centers up to today. 4. State formation. The Trans-Saharan African trade played a significant role in the formation of states in West Africa. Kingdoms and empires developed to control the trade route and protect their interests. The decline of Trans-Saharan African trade. The Trans-Saharan African trade declined in the 16th century due to a combination of factors including 1. The Portuguese exploration. The Portuguese exploration of the West African coast led to the establishment of trade routes by sea, which competed with the Trans-Saharan trade route. 2. Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire's expansion into North Africa led to the disruption of the Trans-Saharan trade route. 3. European colonization. European colonization of Africa led to the imposition of new trade routes and the decline of the traditional Trans-Saharan trade route. Legacy of Trans-Saharan African trade. The Trans-Saharan African trade has left a lasting legacy in Africa and beyond. Some of the key legacy include 1. Cultural exchange. The Trans-Saharan African trade facilitates cultural exchange between West Africa and the Mediterranean region, which has had a lasting impact on African culture. 2. Economic development. The Trans-Saharan African trade stimulated economic growth in West Africa, which laid the foundation for future economic development. 3. Urbanization. The Trans-Saharan African trade led to the growth of cities which have become major centers of trade and commerce in modern Africa. The modern day implication of Trans-Saharan trade. Trans-Saharan trade has several modern day implications. The Trans-Saharan trade has had a lasting impact on the modern world with several implications still evident. 1. Economic development. Trans-Saharan trade has laid the foundation of modern day economic implication. 1. Global trade network. The Trans-Saharan trade helped establish global trade network connecting Africa to Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. The network had evolved over time with modern-day trade routes still reflecting the historical connection. 2. Economic development. The Trans-Saharan trade stimulated economic growth in West Africa, laying the foundation for future economic development. Today, many West African countries continue to rely on trade as a key driver of economic growth. 3. Natural resource extraction. The Trans-Saharan trade highlighted the importance of natural resources such as gold, salt, and ivory. Today, many African countries continue to rely on natural resources extraction as a key sector of their economies. Cultural implication. Cultural exchange. The Trans-Saharan trade facilitated cultural exchange between West Africa and the Mediterranean region, leading to the spread of ideas, technologies, and innovation. Today, this cultural exchange continues with many African countries, maintaining strong cultural ties with Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. 2. Islamic influence. Trans-Saharan trade played a significant role in the spread of Islam across West Africa. Today, Islam remains one of the dominant religions in West Africa. 3. African diaspora. The Trans-Saharan trade contributed to the African diaspora, with many Africans being forcefully taken to Europe and the Americas as slaves. Today, the legacy of the African diaspora continues to shape the cultural, social, and economic landscape of many countries around the world. Social implications of the Trans-Saharan trade. Migration and mobility. The Trans-Saharan trade facilitated migration and mobility across the Saharan trade, with many people traveling for trade, commerce, and other purposes. Conclusion. In conclusion, the Trans-Saharan trade was a complex and extensive network of trade that connected West Africa to the Mediterranean region across the Saharan trade. The trade had a significant impact on the economic, social, and cultural development of Africa and beyond, and its legacy can still be seen today. Okay guys, today I will be stopping here. Please, if you find this video interesting and educative, please smash the subscription button, like and share this video to see more interesting videos like this. Bye for now.